There is one key to my time management approach that rules everything else, and it's not what you think. Now, in this day and age of digital calendars and AI and everything else, you might think, well, I've got some sort of cool app or something that helps me manage my time. No, no, no. I use something tried and true that you can get in any office supply store and off of Amazon, and it helps me year to year. I've been using this method since 2017, so 5 years in running, and I'm about to clue you into it. So I am visiting my mom right now. I'm in her basement, getting some things organized, doing some work remotely from the guest room here. And I have on the floor here, as you can see, this giant wall calendar, okay? So what I do is I purchase these At a Glance brand calendars. It's not very fancy, okay? At a Glance is the brand, and that is a very common academic calendar. And what I do is I take a physical wall calendar like this, and I map out my whole life on it. Now, not every single appointment of every day, right? That's unrealistic for a calendar of that size, but I put FOMC dates. I put earnings announcement expected dates of stocks I'm following that are in my family's portfolio and mine. I put ECB meeting dates now because the interest rate changes in Europe are also very important to monitor. And once I have that sort of financial economic information up there, I come in and I put in my life, right? I put in events that I have with you, the tribe. I put in big picture dates like my wedding anniversary, family birthdays, and then I map out when I want to take dedicated time off, travel, and everything else. And I'm telling you guys, having this entire view of the year is really helpful because it'll solve a few things for you. So some of you that I coach have told me that you feel a pressure to trade like all the time, right? You feel pressure to day trade as many days as you can, or when it comes to swing trading, you don't like the feeling of like going on a trip with your family and not looking at the markets. The thing is, if you force yourself to trade when you're not mentally and emotionally set to do so, maybe it's around the anniversary of the loss of a loved one. Maybe it's around a time of year where you're really busy with something in your family, or it's spring break for your kids or your grandkids, right? Like, don't try to get so many reps in and then have suboptimal ones, okay? If you were an athlete, you wouldn't go train if you had just, come back from a wedding or something, right? You give yourself a little time to recover and then get back to routine. It's the same thing. So professional athlete and the way they give themselves those breaks but come back to their routine, you need to do the same thing if you want to have those consistent results in your trading. So like I said, it's a very simple tool, but it's a lifesaver for me. I use a physical wall calendar. It's important that it covers the entire calendar year, so January through December of any given year. So all in all, using digital tools in our lives can be great, but don't underestimate the power of doing things the old school way, okay? I'm not saying that this should replace your digital calendars, guys, okay? You may have some for work. You may have some for your family coordination. You may have some for other things, and you should use them. But take the big events and transpose them to a physical calendar and then see how much easier it is to plan, to see how much time you have, and to designate the days that you are going to trade or the weeks that you're going to trade, and still make time to live your life, be there for your family, your work, your hobbies, and everything else. So I hope this helps. In this video, I'm going to include a link to the exact calendar I just showed you. So it'll be the 2023 version, since that's when I'm recording this video, but they make them every year. I'm sure other brands are out there too, but hey, like I said, I like At a Glance, and I'm gonna definitely get one in a few months to start prepping for 2024. Catch you on the inside.